Yeah.
Cynthia said we lost viewers.
Over there. Somebody downloaded it.
Can you hear us? What is going on? What is going on? Can everybody hear us? What is going on? Can everybody hear us? Hello? Okay, thanks. Okay. My apologies, everybody. We had some technical difficulties, but we are back up and running. So we are going to start again. Okay. Welcome to our WIS 11 Reconstruction Project virtual business meeting. This month we have combined both projects, WIS 31 to Kentucky Street and Kentucky Street to Kearney Avenue. Public and in-person meetings for transportation projects are temporarily suspended to help stop the spread of COVID-19. The project team feels it is important to remain engaged with the public, and we welcome your feedback on this project. Please bear with us if we experience any more technical difficulties at this time. And also, as we are delayed in between speakers, we are trying to maintain a 6-foot distance between. Today we'll be going over who the project team is, where we're at as far as our schedule, different staging, public involvement, and then temporary business signing that we offer. Here in the office with me today, I have Paul Watry with Bloom. He's our project leader for WIS 31 to Kentucky Street. And then we have Ed Anestis, our contractor with AW Oaks. I also have Margaret Welch, our project leader for Kentucky Street to Kearney Avenue. And then Jeff Kuhn, our contractor with Signago. And myself, our public involvement lead for both projects, Kayla Wise. Other project staff involved with the project is WISDOT's Charles Crummel. He's our project manager. And then Mike Pirates, our communications manager. Our project duration runs from WIS 31 to Kentucky Street and then Kentucky Street to Kearney Avenue. It's approximately 2.6 miles long combined and 1.3 miles long respectively each. At this time, I'd like to pass it over to Paul Watry with Bloom to explain our WIS 31 to Kentucky Street schedule.
Thank you, Kayla. So just to recap our schedule as to where we are right now, we began our project back in early April, where we began reconstructing the Durand Avenue and Highway 31 intersection. That construction of substages lasted until about the 4th of July, where we switched into our Stage 2. Stage 2 will be reconstructing the westbound lanes of Durand Avenue, being the north half of the roadway, from Kentucky and matching in at 31 where we left off. Progress so far on that, we have done most of the removals and excavation. We're currently placing storm sewer and grading, and shortly in the next several weeks we're hoping to start concrete curb and gutter and pavement. Stage 2 is scheduled to last until fall, probably somewhere in the November time frame. We'll move into a short little Stage 3A to clean up a few items and then do a winter shutdown. Weather permitting, we'll begin our Stage 4 in mid-March, and that will construct through the summer into probably early September of 2021. And stage 4 will then be reconstructing the eastbound lanes of Durand, or south half of the roadway. Kind of just a general project overview. You can kind of see our limits here from just west of 31 to Kentucky. We'll be fully replacing the concrete pavement with a new concrete pavement. We'll be upgrading storm sewer and drainage structures, as well as adding sidewalk on both the north and south sides of Durand Avenue. We'll also be constructing a bit of Ohio and Meacham, just north and south of Durand Avenue. With that, I'll hand it over to Margaret Welch to talk about her portion of the projects.
Thanks, Paul. Just kind of overview of this section of the project so far. We began in February 2020 working on reconstructing the westbound lanes. As you know, we have switched stages in July and are currently in stage 2, reconstructing the eastbound lanes. This is currently scheduled to be completed in mid to late fall, where then we'll go into stage 3, which is working on the medians, and we're hoping to complete that in late fall as well. Currently, the contractor has completed common excavation and storm sewer from Kentucky Street all the way to Elm Lane. Right now, we're going to focus on completing excavation and storm sewer from Elm Lane to Kearney Street. In the upcoming weeks, we're going to start to see a lot of base ag placement, and then hopefully concrete pavement will be coming down within 3 to 4 weeks. I'll pass it off to Kayla.
Okay, so different ways that you can learn about our project is by going to the WisDOT site for both WIS 11 projects, which the link is on the last page of this. You'll be able to see momentarily. You can also sign up for project updates with me by giving me your email. We send out an email notification whenever there is something new happening in the project work zone. So we do have an example here. This is a news and updates. We send these out typically when there's going to be a traffic switch or something that's major that's happening within the project, and then we also send out project briefs informing you of what's going on currently. Another thing that we offer is directional sheets specific to your business. So if you would like to have something that you can post in your window, or maybe you want to post it up on social media that allows for your customers to know how to get around the work zone and still be able to get into your parking lots, that's something that we offer. We also do a weekly update every Friday for the Kentucky to Kearney portion, explaining what work is taking place, and it's a moving, living document that we do week by week. Lastly, we're also willing to meet on site for specific businesses. So if you have individual requests, we can set up a time that myself and our project leader can come down and discuss that with you. Another thing that we offer are temporary business signs. The process of this is if customers are having a difficult time getting to your business, we'll have a conversation, fill out an application, get that sent out, and then have these signs printed up and install them for you so that people know how to get around the work zone. At this time, I'd like to turn it over to questions. Today we are going to be having our project contractors answer questions. Ed Anestis and Jeff Kuhn. Okay. Is there any nighttime work that's going to happen on the project east of 31? So that would be WIS 31 to Kentucky. I'm going to go ahead and assume since we're calling out 31. That's going to be Ed. So I'll have Ed answer that for you.
There's no anticipated night work. There'll only be nighttime sawing after there's pavement placement. Want me to keep going with questions here?
Will I always have access to my driveway? I think either contractor can answer for that. Any volunteers? All right, this is Jeff Kuhn.
We will try to keep you into access with your driveways. There's going to be times where we're doing grading operations that we will have to reroute you into a different path to your driveway. Once we get our grading done, we will have access to your driveway until the concrete pavement is placed. At that point, we will have to figure out if you're a business or if you have special needs and need certain accommodations to keep your driveway open. But for the most part, we will try to keep access as much as possible.
Who do I contact if I have a problem? Well, first and foremost, that would be me. I am the public involvement lead for both projects. So if I am unable to answer a question for you immediately, I will know who to ask myself or who we can steer you in the direction of to get those answers as quickly as possible. Will you be working weekends? I think either of them could answer for that. Ed, do you want to take it away? All right.
Yes, we are working weekends. I believe Nagel is also working weekends.
As needed.
As needed. We're using whatever available weather we have to build the projects.
Will you have more meetings like this? I'm hopeful. I think it's a great way to communicate with the public. And it looks like today we had a pretty good turnout, so I think it's an interest moving forward. I'd like to see us come back and get together and do this again. I'm kind of curious if people are interested in having it combined this way. I think this was effective. Just waiting for it to load for any possible new questions. Also, please feel free to submit questions after this presentation is over with. It's still available to keep posting questions even after we are offline. Okay, at this time, I think we're gonna, oh, I'm sorry, here's another one. Will you ever have in-person meetings? Gosh, we hope so. Currently with COVID is not an option, gathering in groups more than 10 people. We like to offer hosting these meetings to whoever would like to attend them, and therefore it's difficult presently to gather in a group without being able to include everybody that would potentially like to join us. What time does work begin and end? I'm going to turn it back over to the contractors for that. Ed? All right.
We generally start working around, firing up equipment around 6 to 6:30 in the morning. If it's more residential area, we try to refrain it, start up until 7. And we generally work until about 5 p.m. Winter hours, when we lose daylight, we might end a little earlier.
I'll give it another minute or so, it looks like, since we had a couple questions come in there. Okay, looks like we don't have any new questions rolling in right now. If you would like to continue to submit questions after the live presentation has ended, please feel free to do so. I will be checking them daily for the next couple of weeks and then periodically after that. Thanks for joining us, everybody.